When a village is on fire and all the houses are going to be burnt down, people do not discuss legal points and property disputes but proceed all of them to put out the fire. So also should we attend to the radioactive danger to mankind from test explosions and not mix it up with other problems which we shall not be able to solve in a hurry. It is immoral and unwise to use mankind's fear of total poisoning as a sanction to achieve settlement of international disputes as to sizes of armaments posed against one another. Atom bombs and arrogance cloud the brains of nations who imagine they are born to guide the affairs of all the nations on earth. The gods who saw the tragic futility of war have no respect for man who has not ceased to indulge in it in spite of every bitter experience. One must take the right step himself without waiting for the other parties to do it. We cannot overcome evil by evil or folly by folly. Richard Armour contributes some doggerel lines to New Leader. Though Russians' bomb tests are suspended, that doesn't mean that they are ended, but just suspended, if you please, as was the sword of Damocles. One is inclined to place some bad verses back to this. I tell you, Armour, they are bound to end. If I but say, we too suspend. Shed your fear of the Soviet trap. The sword of Damocles can be sold for a scrap. We must hope, for without it we face death. We have reached a stage when hope has become almost a superstition, and yet we have to cling to it. Genetic damage is caused by the fallout of nuclear explosions in two ways. One is the immediate and direct effect on the gonad tissue and the radiations from fallout. The changes thus produced in the human hereditary material are passed on to future generations. Again, there is the long-term effect of carbon-14 produced from the bomb. This isotope has, we are told by scientists, a life of 8,000 years. Throughout this long period of 8 centuries, this poison goes on damaging the human hereditary material, and these mutations are passed on to future generations. It will thus be seen that these explosions accumulate poison for generations and generations of mankind. If America has a divine mission in the world to liquidate communism, and if the government of US is executing that mandate, the men and women of America have a still diviner mission to perform in respect of their own government, and that is to battle against their own government, against the use of nuclear weapons, and to stop the poisoning that is going on by the test explosions. The latest witness that has come to testify about the nuclear poison is Dr. I. Gardner, professor of pediatrics in the College of Medicine of New York State University. According to him, C14, one of the isotopes of nuclear fallout, has a life of 8,000 years, during which the chain action of poisoning hereditary cells will go on. Fear can be conquered if there is strength of will. The courage to believe your enemy's word is an essential foundation for all international agreements. Fear, which is the same thing as distrust, is equated to vigilance and is believed to be the guarantee for safety. There is on both sides, USA and USSR, a growing accumulation of the most dreadful weapons of destruction. We have a volcano built under us with a very thin crust to cover the fire that will not only kill but fill the earth with diseases and deformities unknown to mankind so far. We are sitting on a cask of gunpowder. Oh, I'm sorry. We are sitting not on a cask of gunpowder, but on something immeasurably more deadly, which cannot ever remain dormant. The accumulated danger is alive and itching to burst. Whatever be USA's fear about Russia and communism, it has no right to poison other people with nuclear bomb tests. The chapter of chivalry of the strong going to the help of the weak is closed by the atom. There can be no salvation for the world unless nuclear armaments are banned, and to this end the whole world must unite and work. The use of nuclear weapons under any circumstances and by whomsoever it may be would certainly be a deadly wholesale attack on the life and health of all the uninvolved and non-belligerent population of the world, men, women and children. What greater stake can there be than this, to wage a relentless united crusade against these weapons staying in the world in any form? This was Rajaji somewhere between 1955 and 60. It is still relevant. His views are still relevant. Thank you.